Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the online sessions on fuzzy logic and its applications. In the last session, we discussed about some of the operations on the fuzzy sets as complements and the containment. So far we discussed two basic operations, and next other basic operations which we have is going to be obviously union operation, intersection operation, and difference operations. And in today's session, we'll try to cover these three basic operations, and we cover on the graphical representation using Venn diagram and the mathematical representation using the basic equations in a equation notation form. Okay, so first of all, let us go with the union of classical sets. So if you simply go into union of two sets, this is set A and this is set B. When you simply join these two sets, that means all the elements which are there in which are there in X as which are there in A as well as in B will be the part for the union of A union B. So this particular union of two sets normally represents all the elements in the universe of discourse which belong to either the set A or the set B or both sets A and B. So and hence it is denoted by A union B. So it means when you once you union these two, all these scratched lines. See, there is a scratched lines here, section lines here there. So all these blue scratched lines is simply going to be the collection of all these scratched lines. Okay, is nothing but the A union B. So this is the pictorial representation as we already know from the classical set theory. And another diagram which we can see here as something like A union B, where X, where the small x belongs to A and also our small x belongs to B. So for example, there is a member function as mu of x. So here A and B has been drawn combinedly in this diagram, where this black colored shape, which is nothing but a pulse shaped signal, okay, is for A, and this blue colored pulse shaped signal is for B. Say for example, when you're going to add these two, what you're going to get? When you add these two, the entire range of A and B will be simply coming over here. Okay, that means starting from starting point to the maximum of A, starting from starting point of B to the maximum of B, combinedly we normally going to get here as the A union B. See the range here, this A is varying between 1 to 3, A is varying between 1 to 3, and B is varying between 2 to 4. Okay, the values of X in B are varying between 2 to 4. Okay, that is what the set B we can just simply write down here. And when you combine these two, what are the values that X is going to take now? The X is going to take the values from 1 to 4. That means the entire values of A and B combinedly will become the part in the A union B set. So this is what the graphical representation in terms of signals. Okay. Then let us look into another kind of a signal which we have over here. So this is two signals we have A and B. When you combine these two signals, what values you're going to get? So another definition for union is going to be maximum of the two member functions. So we'll be considering whichever is the maximum with two member functions, that will be simply considered in the A union B. So whenever we find out A union B, see here A is maximum, B is the value of B is 0. So the blue colored shaped signal is B. The black color shaped is nothing but A. Now when you simply join these two, maximum of A is maximum here. So up to here A is simply maximum. So whatever is there, A will be coming over here. So up to here A is maximum. Up to this intersection point, okay, after 2 is going to be the maximum. A is maximum in this range. Then at this point, the value is going to be same. After this point, what is happening? B is becoming maximum, A is becoming minimum. So we'll consider only the maximum value. Therefore, the maximum value will be considered in the A union B. So therefore, finally, what is going to be the shape of the member functions in the A union B form? So the member function is red line. Whatever line we are going to draw with red color is going to be simply A union B for us. Now here the condition obviously is going to be X should belong to compulsorily universe of discourse. Okay, so under these conditions we normally going to join these two sets. Now mathematical, how we can simply solve for this set? Now let us see. Imagine there is a universe of discourse. X is going to take values 1, 2, 3, and 4. And A is a set given like that, like this for us. B is a set given like this for us in terms of the degree of belongingness. Now A is having zero point 0.7 by 1 plus 0.5 by 2 plus 0.3 by 0.1 by 3 plus 0.6 by 4. Now this is a representation. You should not add all these various values here. It is just a representation with the descriptive or any linguistic amount of data for us. So therefore we should not add like this. It is only a representation of set A. Similarly, set B representation. Now I want to add these two. Whenever I want to add these two, what are the universe of discourse? What are the elements given in set A? It is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So same amount of elements should be there in B as well. So therefore, to find out this B elements, what we are going to have now in the B set, element 1, element 4 is missing. So therefore, what is the degree for element 1 and degree for element 4? What is the degree? What is the degree for the element 1 and 4 in set B? It is going to be definitely 0. So therefore, the degree is 0 by 1. Here also plus 0 by 4. This is how we expand the set B. Now, once after we do these two things, then you have to find out the A union B. So A union B means what? Simply max of these two elements, 0.7 and 0. Then max of 0.5 and 0.3 for element 2. So max of 0.5 and 0.8 for element 2. Element 3 is 0.1, 0.3. So 0.1, 0.3 max. Similarly, 0.4 and 0. Max of 0.4 and 0. Now, once you simply go for this, what is the maximum value of 0.7 and 0? It is 0.7. What is the maximum value of 0.5 and 0.8? It is 0.8. Maximum value of 0.1 and 0.3 is 0.3. Maximum value of 0.6 and 0 is going to be 0.6. That means for element 1, we get a 0.7 as the degree of responsibility. And similarly, for element 2, 0.8 is the degree of belongingness. And a 0.3 for 3 element, 0.3 is the degree of belongingness. Like that, we get a union of two sets. This is mathematical representation for union of two sets. The next operation is going to be what now? Intersection of two sets. Intersection means what? Represents all the elements in the universe of discourse that simultaneously belong to both sets A and B. That means simultaneously, the elements which are common in A and B is nothing but simultaneous belongingness will be the part in the resultant intersection of two sets. Okay. So therefore, how we can write this as X is going to be the set of elements, and this set of elements should be compulsorily joined with a condition called AND. Okay, AND means what? Both should present. Only those things we normally going to take as the intersection. Okay, so X belongs to A and X belongs to B. So intersection of A and B is nothing but what now? The common between A and B will be coming as the outcome. That is what called A intersection B, which is same as the classical set theory which we discussed. Okay. Now let us look into the signal representation now for us. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be the basic elements in a set, which are going to be the universe of discourse. A and B both are going to be the X is normally going to be belonging to A, and similarly for B. Now same example we have taken it for A union B. So A is having this black colored shaped pulse signal, and B is going to be blue color shaped pulse signal. A is varying between 1 to 3, B is varying between 2 to 4. All right. So now when you really perform this A intersection B, what is the intersection of this A and B? It is going to be 2 to 3. So 2 to 3 is red colored, is going to be the intersection of A intersection B. So this is what the function that we is a resultant function in terms of the membership function. So this mu of A intersection B of X is nothing but the intersection function of A intersection B. So this is what the functional representation. And another example we can simply take over here, as we can simply take over here as something like A intersection B. A intersection B means what? Minimum value will be taken. Minimum of the member function of A with the member function of B will be taken into consideration. For all x belongs to x. Obviously, the x should the values that we normally going to get should compulsorily belonging to the universe of discourse. So let us look into the minimum value of these two, mu a of x, mu b of x. This is mu b of x. This is mu a of x. Now, what is the minimum value here in this? It's going to be mu b of x. It is 0. Mu of x is equal to 1. So therefore, we will be having 0. Up to here, it will be simply 0. Okay, because 0 is the minimum value of b. Now here b is simply getting started. So up to this intersection point, b is minimum. So we'll be getting b. After this, what is happening? A is minimum, b is increasing, a is decreasing. So this is the intersection point. So this is nothing but intersection of a intersection b value. So this is what the intersection of a and b we normally going to get with this fuzzy set. Let us look into the mathematical representation, mathematical form of the two fuzzy sets after intersection, how it looks. A is taken as something like previously whatever we have taken the set, same set has been taken. A is nothing but is equal to 0.7 by 1 plus 0.5 by 2 plus 0.1 by 3 plus 0.6 by 4. B is same as the previous one, 0.8 by 2, 0.3 by 3, Then how we can write the B as? Here the elements 1 and 4 which are there in A is missing in B. So therefore, we'll write the entire set by including those elements also. Now, what is the belongingness? What is the degree of belongingness for the elements 1 and 4 in B? It is going to be 0. Therefore, we'll write 0 by 1. Same as this, we'll repeat 0.8 by 2 plus 0.3 by 3 plus 0 by 4. Now, we have to perform intersection of A and B. So A intersection B is equal to what we can have now, minimum of these two elements. So minimum of 0.7 and 0, minimum of 0.5, 0.5 and 0.8, minimum of 0.1 and 0.3, minimum of 0.6 and 0. So we'll be getting what values? A intersection B is equal to, it's simply going to be 0 by 1 plus minimum of 0.5 and 0.8 is 0.5. Minimum of these two is obviously 0.1 and minimum of 0.6 and 0 is 0, 0 by 4. So this is what the set we normally going to have, which is the A intersection B. So we trace out only the minimum values among these two sets. So once we trace out, we get intersection of these two elements. Okay. So that means what here? By just simply taking a, say, for example, minimum of 0.7 and 0, which is minimum value among these two, it is 0 is the minimum. So 0. So according to that, we have simply expanded, we have simply solved this particular intersection of two elements. The next one is going to be the difference of classical sets. Say A minus B and B minus A, we can write. So A minus B means what? A is one set, imagine. B is another set, if you imagine. A minus B means what? Whatever there in the set B, it will be simply deducted from A. Okay, that is what A intersection A minus B. Similarly, B minus A. So therefore, the difference of set A with respect to B is defined as the collection of all elements in the universe of discourse X. This is the entire collection. This box contains universe of discourse that belong to set A but does not belong to set B. So from the universe of discourse, we take all the elements that belong to A and does not belong to B is nothing but the A minus B. Similarly for B minus A we can have. So thereby we can just simply write down the difference of two classical sets. When you simply go ahead with the difference of two classical sets, the entire belongingness of set is going to be 1 to 4. Okay, that is called universe of discourse. 1 to 4 is universe of discourse. For 1 to 4 universe of discourse, we got this as a function. So we should detect from this universe of discourse the B. So the B means what? This blue colored one. So blue colored one, when you simply deduct, what you normally going to get? This is nothing but A intersection B. Sorry, A minus B we get. So we have deducted this from the entire universal set, which is contained in A. So which A, that means universe of discourse is the bigger values. So from universe of discourse, this is A for us. So from this, we are deducting this particular B. So therefore, when we deduct this, we get a difference of A minus B is going to be this particular part. So this part, this red colored is going to be A minus B part we're going to have. So it's going to take the values from 1 to 2, obviously. Okay. So similarly, I can just go with B minus A as well. So when you take this as B minus A, so B minus A means minimum of the set, minimum of the member function of B and A. So that's what we write. So if it is A minus B, we write minimum of member function of A and B. So mu A of X comma mu B of X minimum value, because it is A minus B. So if it is A minus B, A will come first. If the function with A will come first. If it is B minus A, the function with B will come first. Okay. So this is what the representation for the difference of two sets. So when you go for a difference of two sets, what is that we are going to have? Simply minimum of the member functions, we'll write it here. So we calculate the minimum of mu of X by minimum of mu B bar of X. So here we'll take the complement of B for the difference actually we'll take. So here complement of B. So when you apply complement, so from here to here, say up to 1.5 here in X, B is 0. When you take complement of B, we get a maximum value. So among these two, maximum A becomes minimum definitely. So whatever A is there, that will be coming over here. So here if you simply take here after this crossover point, if we compare, so A is minimum than the B. So therefore A will be coming over here. So therefore finally A minus B means this is the values we'll be getting here in the case of the difference of two sets. Now let us look into the mathematical part of it, how we normally going to get. So A is a set, same as the previous set we have taken. B is another set we have. Say for example, B is taken as 0.4 by 1, 0.9 by 2, 0.3 by 3, 0.7 by 4. When you take up these two sets, then the membership function for the different set A minus B will be calculated using the mu of A by B of X is equal to minimum of mu A of X intersection of mu B of X we can have. So what is mu B of, this is mu B bar of X we have to take. So what is B bar here I can have? B bar is nothing but 1 minus 0.4 by 1, 1 minus 0.9 by 2, 1 minus 0.3 by 3, 1 minus 0.7 by 4 is B bar. So therefore 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6, 1 minus 0.9 is 0.1, 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7, 1 minus 0.7 is 0.3. Now once we get these two, we got to set B bar. Now what we write now, we simply calculate A minus B bar here actually. That means in the mathematical form, in the functional form, how we can write this as minimum of 0.7 comma 0.6 by 1. Minimum of 0.5 comma 0.1 by 2. So on and so forth we can write. And a minimum among these two will be taken as the resultant value. So what is the minimum of 0.7 and 0.6? This is 0.6. Minimum of 0.5 and 0.1 is 0.1. So this is the resultant of A minus B. Okay, this is what the function which we can have. So these are all the basic functions which we will be having in the fuzzy set theory. Well, we can take out some more examples. See here, there is a member function for A and B represented like this. A is a member function like this represented. B is a member function represented like this. When you join these two, when you union these two, we'll be getting a function something like this. This is the union of two sets. Similarly, intersection means what? Intersection of these two is having over here, so we'll be getting intersection of these two here. And next one is going to be complement. Complement of A. So how we can write the complement of A? So A is having a minimum value here. See, this A is having minimum value here. So here you're going to have the maximum value. After this, A is having a minimum value, minimum value here. So there you're going to get a maximum value. Then A is taking maximum value here. It is once you go towards here, it is increasing. So therefore, what value you're going to get here up to here, it will be maximum till maximum. From maximum, it will be simply decreasing here like this. So we'll be getting a the complement of A is something like this. So therefore, these are the functions which we can just simply have it for A and B as well to get the complement of the functions. Okay, so these are the some of the examples which we can think of as far as this particular thing is concerned. Okay, so in the next class we'll go with some of the laws like De Morgan's laws and some of the properties of the fuzzy set like commutative property, associative property, and distributive property of the fuzzy sets. We discuss more on these particular properties. So we have the basic theory regarding fuzzy sets, and we have the operations on fuzzy set, and we have the properties on fuzzy set in the first unit. So by completing properties and all, we'll be completing unit number 1 in the fuzzy set theory. Thank you very much for the today's session.